Hoops here. It's the USA working against Italy and a chance to open the scoring here. Bridges rolls the ball down low into the block, muscling his way in from close range, couldn't complete it there. Jaren Jackson, they keep it alive though, talking about O boards, and this is Anthony Edwards, his first shot off the mark. They get another O board, and Brunson with it now. Works down to the baseline and inside. What a finish that is. Exciting way to start proceedings here from Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, taking the post nice and early. Steve Kerr loves to get the ball into the low post and run some split actions for the guard. So people familiar with the Golden State Warriors will know what Steve Kerr is trying to do with the USA team.
A chance for Italy's first points in the game. No conversion for them, and the Americans out and running here. Deflection out of court, so the USA will reset here.
Well, the other one, I think, well, USA get them up there. In fact, Italy, they get them up almost 32 a game as opposed to USA's 23. So Italy really looking to work that three-point line.
They're going to have to shoot the ball well. I saw that Lithuania were able to beat the USA, hitting their first 9 threes of the game. Good ball movement inside, active hands. Foul being called on Jackson here, and we've spoken about his foul problems as well.
Trev,
there's an offensive rebound straight up.
Barely misses the back end, but they get it back. Nothing on offer at the moment. Melly decides to fire the jumper. Caught it a little deep. So shooting just off the mark here from both teams at the moment. Italy none of 2. USA 1 of 4. Edwards feeding baseline. Forced into a tough shot. Josh Hart couldn't convert, but eventually they get it done through Jackson.
Jackson's got 1 rebound. He got 1 rebound in the last 2 games, Kay. So he's equaled on the lovely little pass on. Keep that intensity.
Is that extended defense you were talking about as well? More of a, I guess, a three-quarter press that they were running.
Good ball movement again. Gatome gets a look. The captain can't convert. A chance here for the US just to build on a 3-point buffer. And going solo. Good option from Tyrese Halliburton to open his scoring account.
Well, here's another one I thought would be a little bit more prominent. But hasn't been bad by any stretch, but thought that he might have featured a little more.
He is legitimate. He's one of my favorite players to watch. And Jalen Brunson and Halliburton's the backcourt is can't get much better than that.
Here he is again on cue. Halliburton this time off the mark. Montecchio grabs the rebound.
Can be a little bit streaky. You know, you can hit 4 or 5 and we'll go 0 or 5, and that might be 2 points.
Ingram got a wide open look off a quick pass from Halliburton and makes them pay.
That should never happen on foul shot. That's a breakdown of communication, an open, just a kick ahead, and a rhythm 3.
Good ball movement again from Italy. Marco Spissu with it now. Here's Fontecchio to the baseline, fall away, couldn't finish it. And Banchero grabs the rebound. Chance for the US to build on a 6-point advantage here. Starting to grab some momentum. Reeves turns down the 3 initially, found a better spot and splashes a 3 more. So the margin out to 9 here. Tick over 2 minutes left in the opening quarter. Italy needs timeout. This is Ricci. Now they work it back to Paola. Shot clock to 6 now. Fontecchio hasn't had a lot of luck from deep in the tournament. Has to fire now and comes up with a 3 with the shot clock going off in the background.
That is super tough.
Yeah.
And that's just, you know, all the great sets in the world. That's just individual brilliance by Fontecchio.
Halliburton, look away, pass, finishing touches from Bobby Portis.
Halliburton's getting...
Maybe because you've got officials from all different parts of the world, but they don't seem to be as strict on that, certainly as we are in the NBL.
And I think that kind of hurt Australia, stopping their fast breaks, and Germany and Lithuania picking up the fouls at the half court.
Yeah.
Josh Hart comes up with the goods. His first score in the game. So 9 scorers now for the US. Italy just 3. No points so far here, more than 2 minutes of the second quarter. So they've got their hands full, Italy. And they need to try and get something happening. Gampolo Ricci goes to work from close range. That wouldn't work. Well done, Melly, to keep it alive with the O board. Montecchio defers. Ricci shut down. Got his own ball back and came up with a score.
Is that an assist as well?
Assist himself. I think the
We got a
officials
touch.
thought it was blocked.
Yeah,
So
right.
that allowed, otherwise,
It's
you know,
a travel.
it's a traveling call. So you see the Team USA, but it looked like that there was a block, a piece of the ball.
Well, that's an athletic finish there from Bridges.
It's too easy.
Yeah.
And right now, Team USA getting both. They're getting action at the rim, and they're also getting the 3-ball. I think when you're the underdog and you've got to figure out a strategy, think of how you can just take at least one of those things away.
We had some work to move into there. Tanut couldn't finish it though, but it's kept alive. Melli outside. Paola puts it on the deck. Nothing on offer. They found the open man. It's Tanut. He can't convert. And the US come up with it once more. They are everywhere at the moment. The US have got it on their terms and looking busy. Good ball movement once more. This is Brunson. He's off the mark. Alessandro Paola with the rebound.
It's going to be interesting. Italy keep playing that power game. They're not making the basket, and they're making the extra pass, and they're not making the three. So that's a great attack on the mid pick and roll. I like for them to exploit that a little bit, the mid pick and roll.
0.5 on the clock. They have to fire up a prayer. Almost fell off the backboard. And a chance for the USA to build even further here. They have dominated this second quarter and continue to impress.
Yeah, Bridges, very, very good player. And you see, he fronted the post down there, got the deflection, and then comes back with the three.
Foul going to be called on the USA here. 12-4 is the run since quarter time for the USA.
Tanut with the penetration, and he's another one that he's put some points on the board. He's throughout the course of the...
Continue to fire from deep and continue to wait for a reply. He's off the mark again. Edwards brings the US back up the floor. Just 4 points here for Italy in this quarter. As you can see, the USA have scored the last 8. Make that 10 in a row from the USA as Banchero throws it down.
And that's just unselfish play. Unselfish play by Edwards. He had an open look at the 15, and he decided to give the roller and Caro an easy bucket.
Halliburton.
And again, Halliburton.
Inside. Was shut down. Good defensive play there from Simone Fontecchio. Ball knocked down out.
And again, a trap at the half court. And USA creating opportunities through their defense. I love what the coach Kerr has done here. And Italy is struggling to counter it.
Well, they're none of 12 from deep in this quarter alone, Italy. Shooting has been woeful. In the corner, Bridges, who's been good, continues to be good. He's into double figures. 11 now for him. He leads all scorers.
And again, Edwards making the assist. Out to Bridges.
Fontecchio puts it on the deck, went hard to the rim. Looked like an offensive foul, and it is. It's called on Fontecchio.
And it's
been impressive to watch inside the last 60 seconds of this first half. Halliburton. Off the mark. Oh, what a finish. Reeves with the offensive putback done. Well, they are doing it all here at the moment. Game high, 24-point lead. And the fans at the Mall of Asia Arena in Manila are certainly enjoying it.
And he is a crash the guy. That's what
free throw line. The US 5 of 6, leading in most categories here. And the most important one is the bottom line. It's 22 the margin. Halliburton, penetration was good. Reeves back to Halliburton. Shot clock, game clock to 3. Coughed it up, made the error. Ball bounced out to Edwards, who fires, can't connect. He's been quiet to their starting 5. Likewise, Italy back to their original 5. Brunson kicks outside. And they looked for the long-range 3. Oh, the bottom of the net. Anthony Edwards breaks the drought.
and gives him a look, Gazy, on the bench and saying, hey, I might just heat up here, so look out.
Well, it's this end of the floor that Italy really need to improve. 2 of 19 from the three-point line. You just cannot compete if that's the sort of numbers you're going to score. And that action there is indicative of what we like.
Yes.
It's a little quicker in the set, swing, and it's an aggressive attack on the rim, and it comes up with 2.
Enterprising start for Italy then. He struggled for points in that second quarter, just 10 points for them in that term, and the outside shot falls to Josh Hart.
And again, it's unselfish play, kick out to the open 3. The USA team, I think they're going to start growing. This game this defeat by Lithuania is really woken them up to say, hey.
Say, okay, forget about the score. Now, that's always hard to do, but you say, forget about the score, but play with a bit of spirit. Play with a bit of passion. A couple of the defensive transitions by Italy have been insipid. Just no intensity whatsoever. So,
Tunut's pass knocked down. This is going to end in style. Banchero just lays it in. So adds to his talent.
And Italy are much better than what we're seeing here.
Yeah,
this is just a deer in the headlights situation with Italy, as they've tried to their best to control the tempo, but they've been so negative right from the start, and the USA have sensed blood in the water, and boy, have they gone after it.
Wow. Halliburton, hesitation.
Actually up cheap, but this is the USA team. They've only been averaging 23 three-point field goal attempts per game. They've already had, 28, 29 in this one. So their confidence in seeing the ball go in has helped them just with the attempts as well.
Shot clock in red numbers. Halliburton running out of room. Gets the pass off just in time. Shot wouldn't work.
Oh,
and the trap works again.
Oh,
they're going to get an easy bucket.
Oh.
Put on some showtime for us, and the finish from Banchero. Well, they are dancing all over Italy here through the first three quarters. It has been... And Ingram can't convert. So quick release up the floor. A nice finish there from Fontecchio, who's been a lone hand. 18 in the game now for Fontecchio. And only Bridges with 24 has more. US can't get it done there. And Johnson, and a chance now for Stefano Tunut. He goes solo, off the mark. Bobby Portis grabs the rebound. Ingram. In traffic, trying to post up Kessler. Couldn't find a passing lane initially. Halliburton works it back to that side. This is Ingram, Halliburton, good ball movement. Johnson, baseline, contacts. Foul called on Italy.
Where this USA team's done the heavy lifting, and they've qualified already for the Olympics, but look at Ingram, missed the mid-range. But how many of the next level stars then do they want to bring in, and how many, if you take the scenario where they win a gold medal here, it's going to be tough to not pick some of these guys if they want to be involved.
Severini knocks down the three.
I think you're going to get a lot more bigger stars come in for the Olympics with Jokic, maybe Giannis coming in if they qualify. They're
no longer. They're now number 9, I think. Is it 9?
Well, not until the tournament.
Well, they've already done their rankings.
Oh, they ranked, no, that's at this tournament.
No, but they did announce, they put out a little something yesterday, Case.
Shot clock rolls to 7 here.
Oh, yeah.
And foul going to be called on the USA, the NBA, but not many of the others do on a regular basis. So you're talking about NBA bench players. You're not talking about top 10, top 20 players in the NBA.
Still, to get there, you've got to have a level of excellence in order to get there. So I think it is a barometer, which is a fair barometer to say what type of talent you do have. And Australia right now, they've got enormous talent. And if Ben Simmons comes into that lineup, they'll again be one of the contenders, you suspect.
USA is still looking for their first points in this last quarter. We've played 2.5 minutes, not going to get them here. Crotcheta jumps upstairs to come up with the finish there. So wallpapering over a few of the cracks here. Italy have scored 7 unanswered points. Good ball movement, open keyway for them to operate into, and that's an excellent finish from Tunut. He's been good in this one. 11 points for him. Only Fontecchio with 18 has more for Italy.
Trev, what's it like when you're on an NBA program, and you're in an NBA program like you? Is there any? Do they talk about international basketball at all? Do they talk about representing their country?
There's a breakaway and finish and a layup. There is a little bit of talk, but not while the season's going. The players will talk amongst themselves. And
Kessler! That's a nice way to open your scoring account.
But it's not high on the list, which is a shame, because to represent your country is one of the best things that you can ever do.
Outside look, rattled around, wouldn't tumble there for Luca Severini. The US will get it back. They got not. A little over 3 minutes out from the final here. USA marching into the semi-finals. And Italy, one that they weren't able to really get going at any stage, and full credit to the US for shutting them down. This is Spissu firing the three. And Banchero. Hands over to Reeves. Shot clock works to 10. Reeves looking outside. Banchero in the corner, looking for his first three of the game. He'll settle for none of two in that category for the moment. Well, the pass just had too much on it there for Alessandro Paola, and it trickles out of court. Well, they're a five-time championship winner here at the World Cup, the USA. Missed out, of course, in China, where they finished 7th with a 6-2 record. And they lost to France in the quarterfinals there, but they are going to prevail in the quarterfinal here in big fashion against Italy and march through to the semi-finals. The USA, far too strong, have defeated Italy here by 40 points. And the final analysis